Marissa French, and I wanted to give advice to current MSU international students or maybe some international students in the future who are to come about ways to do different things and be successful in different ways that you may not have known or might not have acknowledged before. One of the big places I think it's important to be successful at MSU is academically. You know, you come here, you go to college, you want to do well in your classes, and that can be hard. And there's a lot of different things that you can do that can make that easier for you. One of the things that I would say that you could do is be friends with your classmates. I know that may seem like a weird task to do better academically, but it really does help, I swear. When I was a freshman at MSU, I didn't have any friends here. None of my, no people from school came here to me. I had no idea. I didn't know anyone. I was kind of helpless, to be honest, and I was the shy one in class. I didn't want to start talking to people or, I was just embarrassed. I was really, kept to myself. And then I realized come midterm time and finals that I needed someone to talk to and someone to have reference to for exams and grades. And even if you miss a day, people do get sick. I'm just getting over a cold myself, and I know that many people are. And when you miss a class, especially in the winter, when the flu's going around or anything else, you want to make sure that you have someone to refer to for notes to do well, and that you always have a backup plan. Make sure that you always have a way to get in contact with someone in the class without going directly to the professor themselves. This is very, very helpful, and it also can be done very easily. I would say just start saying hi to people that sit by you regularly. Most of the time kids sit in the same seats in their class on a day-to-day basis. Smile, say hi, ask them how their day's going. It really does help, and it's something that can be done easily. It's not difficult. It may seem difficult. You may have to come out of your shell, but it honestly is not that bad, and you will be very happy with the rewards when you realize you miss a day or you're struggling on an exam and someone's doing better than you, or maybe you can help them out. Maybe they're struggling and you're doing better. It works both ways. It's very helpful and is definitely something that you're going to want to do and have able to when you're in need. Another thing that is an important area to focus on is outside of academics, outside of the class, the social life. A way that you can be successful there is, there's many ways, but one of the ways that I believe is to pay attention to haptics and body movements in the U.S. because they're different everywhere, and I actually saw someone in the grocery store the other day, and it was so sad, actually. It was really unfortunate. It was not the girl's fault. It was an American woman and a woman of a different descent standing behind her, and she was standing really close to the girl in the grocery store, and the American woman was turning her head side to side, acting really confused, and she was just getting really frustrated. You could tell, and the girl behind her had no idea why or what she was doing, and eventually she had asked her, "Could you please step back? Could you give me some space?" And the girl just seemed so confused. She had no idea what she was doing wrong. I felt so bad for her. And that's definitely something that I could see happening all over, or even if I went somewhere, I bet that the rules are definitely different, and I wouldn't know either. So I wanted to give a few examples of where those may be different, because it is different, and it does vary depending on where you are. For example, like at a concert. You can expect at a concert that people are going to be close and crowded. You're definitely probably going to have people touching you side to side on your shoulders, pushing their back to you. I would expect at a concert people are excited, they want to get in. And it's a rowdy festivity, so I would expect people to be close, and you don't have to stand so far away, because actually someone may be pushing you to go faster that's behind you if you do try to distance yourself. But other examples could be the grocery store or the bus stop, which actually goes both ways. In the winter, I always see people standing really close. They want to get on the bus. They don't want to miss it. People don't want to be late for class either, and so people normally at the bus stop are standing relatively close together. And if they're not, you can actually watch. And when they can't see the bus, people will be standing farther apart. And then as soon as the bus comes, you'll just see everyone compact. As soon as people even make eye contact with the bus, they want to be standing right there. And they want to be able to get on. Another way to look at the bus for that is that if it's the summertime, it may not be that way. That people do want to get on the bus, but it's not such a big deal. It's not as cold. People might not mind standing there. So people normally stand a little bit farther away, and getting on the bus also has different rules. If the bus is empty, most of the time people will sit 2 or 3 seats apart, and it's very unlikely if you see someone sit right next to someone with a whole bus space, and most people will give a weird look, or kind of be like, why did you sit here? There's a whole bus full of seats. But if it's packed and your option is to sit by someone or stand, someone's going to sit by you. And it's actually quite funny to watch too, because you'll see people act like they are uncomfortable with people sitting right there when they know that the bus is full and they have nowhere else to sit. So that is a different way that you could look at that too. Yeah, I would definitely take that into consideration. The buses and the grocery store and concerts, anywhere else, like open spaces widely, big open spaces, you can expect that people are going to be spread apart. But if it's more condensed and close, people are going to be tightly packed together. It's really complicated, I know, but hopefully you'll get the gist of it by walking around a little bit and learning, and maybe from my video you'll have some help too. So I hope I was a good reference and you can even pass this on to other people. So thank you very much, and I hope this helps somebody.